My name is Catherine Brunner-Young, and I'm a yoga teacher. I teach also movement. I teach mainly at Downward Dog Yoga Center in downtown Toronto, and also at 80 Gladstone Movement Center, also in downtown Toronto. These days, my yoga practice, personally, it's turned into a total fusion of yoga, deep stretching, dynamic movements, body weight training, inversions, handstands. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Sometimes there's squats, sometimes there's push-ups, sometimes it's only yoga. It depends on what I need that day, but also trying to create more balance throughout my life. Well, I love to do this practice, so it's exciting just for me to be able to wake up and do my practice, whether it's my yoga practice or movement, whether I'm going to the gym, and then to be able to bring that out and teach a room full of people who are also interested. It's the ultimate experience, really, with all of these things that I do. Okay, for me, this has been a really big thing. So incorporating other methods of strength, I think it's extremely important. It's essential. For me, there was only so far I could go strength-wise, only doing yoga. And I realized that I was trying to get stronger, and I was, but not at the rate that I could be. And I find that doing other forms of exercise like body weight conditioning and even weightlifting, it's more efficient. It gives you a little bit more bang for your buck. My nutrition protocol changes all the time. I grew up pretty much as a vegetarian, eating things like soy instead of meat, and the more I grow up and the more I start to do deep, intense exercise, the more I realize that animal protein does have its place in my diet, and I eat fish, I eat eggs, you know, all sorts of nuts and seeds. Hemp seeds are one of my favorites, all kinds of different vegetables. I look at the paleo diet, and it's not for me 100%, but I try to take aspects of that, like lower sugar, much more protein, more complex carbohydrates, and a ton of vegetables. When my yoga practice started to feel like it was getting easier, when I started to kind of master more of the standing poses, and then I started to realize, you know, it's not my body type that is going to start to do the really crazy flexible postures. It's more for me to do the crazy strength postures because I'm more strong than I am flexible, and I work on both. But for me, inversions, arm balances, handstands, they're just more exciting because it gives me something new to work on that I feel like is there, and if I put in the effort, my body will be able to do it. And I don't feel like I'm pushing into joints, I'm not pushing into muscles in the same way. I would say just go for it. Just do it. I mean, today I was teaching an arm balancing workshop. We did a lot of movement. We spent more time doing movement than we did on the actual arm balances. And I think do anything, do any movement you can. Like find yourself a room or a hallway or a piece of grass and crawl on your hands, crawl backwards and sideways, and strengthen your body in different and really awkward positions that you wouldn't normally do, trying to train those connections, and then taking that and trying your arm balances as well, and you'll start to find that it really does start to happen.